Named after a triple winner of the King George. Vibrato Valtat won it last year. He goes in the Desert Orchid a little later on this afternoon. Ahmad, brilliant winner of the Henry VIII at Sandown for Gary and Josh Moore. Arzal, a fellow front runner, Harry Whittington and Gavin Sheehan, who was second in the first race. Itirad, John Ferguson, Aidan Coleman. Vaniter, who looked so exciting here on his chasing debut. Much tougher company today. Nicky Henderson, Nico de Boinville, the Sprinter Sacre partnership. The St James for John Joe O'Neill and Richard Johnson completes the...
On 5 to 6, Ahmad at 5 to 2, Arzal at 13 to 2, the St James at 12, Itirad at 20 to 1. That'll have a bit
for this WilliamHill.com Novices Chase, a race won by the likes of Sprinter Sacre, Simon Sig and Dodging Bullets in recent years. Into the straight and on towards the first. Ahmad on the left, Arzal on the right, Vaniter between them as they trap on to this first fence, and Vaniter hit it very hard. Nico de Boinville was momentarily discomforted there. He had to cling on. The St James is on the outside fourth, and then Itirad. They were just really trapping along to that first fence. The St James and Itirad weren't too clean at the second. They move on quickly towards fence number 3. Ahmad and Arzal having a little bit of an early war here. Jumping this one, lovely jump from Ahmad on the inside. From in second place, Arzal. Then Vaniter, having survived that blunder at the first fence. The St James in fourth. It's Richard Johnson in the JP McManus colours today, green and yellow hoops. And then Itirad and Aidan Coleman for John Ferguson at the rear of the field. Swinging away from the stands now, quite a run until they reach the next fence, which is a plain one, to be followed by an open ditch. And Ahmad racing with lots of enthusiasm under Josh Moore from Arzal in second. 3 lengths away is Vaniter, then the St James and Itirad as they approach this next plain fence. Ahmad by about a half length going into it. Arzal in second place, the Newbury winner. And now on to an open ditch. Ahmad and Arzal. 3 or 4 lengths to Vaniter at this ditch. Ahmad, very good. Arzal went through the top in second, and on landing now, Ahmad finds himself with a clear advantage, turning into the back straight. Must be 5 lengths clear of Arzal, then Vaniter, the St James, and finally Itirad. Into the back straight they go, 4 fences down the back. And it's the Gary Moore trained Ahmad, so impressive at Sandown about 3 weeks ago, who leads the way. Arzal on the outside, Vaniter the favourite here, and Nico de Boinville in the grey jacket, then the St James, and finally Itirad. The first fence down the back on a good stride. Ahmad. Arzal was not so good in second, blunders badly, possibly one mistake too many as they go on towards the next. Ahmad, Vaniter trying to close a little now, going to this plain fence. They both take it well, the St James, Arzal on the outside, and Itirad in a frenetically run Novices Chase here, on towards an open ditch as they approach the 5th last fence. And Ahmad over from Vaniter, good jump, a blunder from the St James. Richard Johnson jolted back in the saddle and now finds himself in last place as they approach the last in the back straight. Ahmad is winging the fences, but Vaniter wasn't bad there either, though Nico de Boinville just having to shake him up on landing there. They're kicking away from Arzal, then the St James and Itirad. So running round the final turn, Ahmad has gone very hard from the outset here, led all the way and hasn't shrugged off Vaniter yet as they head towards home. Arzal trying to rally in third, Itirad making some ground. The St James look beat now, heading towards the 3rd last. On the left, Ahmad in the noseband. Vaniter blundered at this fence on the first circuit. Better this time. Arzal out wide and Itirad. Vaniter now chasing down Ahmad as they race on towards the 2nd last. And again, they're getting away from the others, and Vaniter taking it up over 2 out, got in a bit tight though. Ahmad given a squeak of a chance on the far side. De Boinville goes for his whip. Vaniter goes a length ahead of Ahmad with this final fence ahead of them. A very important jump. Vaniter, Ahmad's not out of it. Vaniter jumped it big. Ahmad landed running on the far side though. Ahmad and Vaniter just a short run in. Ahmad holding on from Vaniter, and Ahmad, he wins, and he probably won it at the last fence. He was just quicker. Vaniter lingering in the air at the last fence, jumped it too big. Then in third, Arzal, Itirad fourth, and finally the St James.
at 5 to 2. Vaniter was vanquished. He was second at 10 to 11, and third horse was Arzal at 5 to 1.